Dear Madam State Secretary for Foreign Trade, dear Mr. Ambassador, dear Mr. Chairman of the Hellenic Swedish Chamber of Commerce, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is a true pleasure to be joining you today at the 10th Greece-Sweden Business Forum to discuss about policy, power, and innovation. I would say all three issues that shape our common future. Greece and Sweden, as active members of major international organizations and alliances such as the EU, the United Nations, the Council of Europe, NATO, the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe, share common values, principles, and a forward-looking vision. Together, we strive to build a sustainable, secure, and prosperous future for our societies. And as we just heard the President, this year's discussions focus on three main pillars: geopolitics, energy, and defense innovation. Please allow me to share a few thoughts on those three key areas of policy. Starting with geopolitics, I think there's no doubt in this room whatsoever that the world is undergoing profound geopolitical transformation. From regional conflicts and shifting alliances to trade realignments and emerging technologies, the global order is being redefined. For Greece and Sweden, two nations committed to multilateralism, democratic values, and international law, these changes present both challenges and opportunities. And in this new environment, maintaining stability in our neighborhoods, ensuring secure trade routes, and strengthening strategic autonomy within the European Union, I would say, are of vital importance. The EU's expanding global role in defense, technology, and sustainable development offers a framework for cooperation that both our countries actively support. At the same time, we must continue fostering dialogue, supporting the rules-based international order, and reinforcing partnerships that promote peace, prosperity, and resilience. Through joint initiatives in diplomacy, security, and development, Greece and Sweden can serve as reliable bridges between regions and models of constructive engagement in a very uncertain world. As far as energy is concerned, energy lies, I would say, at the very heart of sustainable growth and national resilience. Recent global disruptions have highlighted the importance of diversification, innovation, and cross-border cooperation in securing affordable and clean energy. Greece is rapidly becoming a regional energy hub in southeastern Europe, expanding its LNG infrastructure, enhancing interconnections, and investing heavily in renewables such as wind, solar, and offshore projects. Sweden, a true pioneer in green technologies and energy efficiency, offers most valuable expertise and partnerships for accelerating this transition. By combining, I would say, Sweden's state-of-the-art technology and Greece's strategic position, advancing role, and renewable potential, we can promote sustainable energy solutions that strengthen Europe's competitiveness. And I would say that this cooperation extends beyond trade. It's about building energy resilience, fostering innovation, and ensuring that the path to decarbonization is also a path to economic opportunity and shared prosperity. The Greek Ministry of Environment and Energy is hosting today and tomorrow in Athens one of the largest transatlantic energy cooperation initiatives, the 6th PTEC, Partnership for Transatlantic Energy Cooperation. This event brings together more than 25 ministers of energy from across Europe, 4 US secretaries, the US delegation exceeds, I believe, 80 people, and representatives from over 400 leading companies and organizations. This is more than just an important international meeting. It marks the very first time that PTEC is being held in Greece, reflecting, I would say, the country's growing role as a regional energy hub and a bridge between Europe and the United States of America. Above all, it represents a very strong vote of confidence in Greece, its government, its institutions, and its capacity to contribute in a meaningful manner to the global energy transition and transatlantic partnership. The third pillar, defense and innovation. In today's, I would say, interconnected world, security and innovation are inseparable. The evolving defense landscape, shaped by new threats, hybrid warfare, rapid technological changes, call for stronger cooperation between allies and partners. Both Sweden and Greece, as NATO members and EU partners, play a key role in Europe's collective security architecture. Strengthening defense industries, sharing technological know-how, and investing in research and innovation are essential for safeguarding our societies and supporting peace and stability. And I would say that innovation is not just limited to defense systems. It extends to cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, advanced manufacturing. Swedish expertise in innovation ecosystems and Greece's growing technological and industrial base create yet another very strong foundation for collaboration. Through joint ventures, industrial partnerships, research exchanges, we can stimulate growth, create skilled jobs, and ensure that Europe remains safe and competitive. Defense and innovation together, I would say, embody our shared vision, security through cooperation, progress through creativity, and strength through partnership. And as our Prime Minister, Kyriakos Mitsotakis, has recently emphasized, we need strong European structures and adequate European funding to develop our defense capabilities, all within the vision of a truly common European defense. Now, last but not least, please allow me to say a few words about what's most important, objectively speaking, our people. Our people, our workforce, the most important capital that we all have. And I think that all that I just said is based on a premise. And the premise is to invest on what we have most valuable, which is our people. Greece has undergone a major transformation during the past 6 years. Just to give you the figures, 6 years ago when this government took office, the unemployment rate was at roughly 18%. Today, it's down 10 percentage points. It's at 8%. It's the largest decrease in unemployment in the EU's history. This, of course, translates into thousands of new jobs created. More than 500,000 new jobs have been created in the past 6 years, and the trend continues. Of course, this creates a new host of problems. Moving from a situation where 1 out of 2 youngsters did not have a job, we're now in a position which is quite different, and that is many companies, among which many of yours, are looking for people. They want to expand, they want to go further, they want to, I would say, achieve higher growth rates, but there's an issue, we need more people. And that's why the Greek government and the Greek Ministry of Labor is undergoing a strategic, I would say, plan of several points that aims at fostering even more, I would say, and enhancing employment through a variety of ways. One of the ways is we have detected the areas where we think there's still room for improvement. Groups of individuals where their unemployment is still relatively high, and I'm talking about women, about youth, about people with disabilities, about others who are of a higher age, I would say, and there is room for improvement in terms of enhancing further employability. The second axis has to do with focusing on reskilling and upskilling. Greece is undergoing a massive reskilling and upskilling program that touches upon roughly 500,000 people. Reskilling and upskilling focused on green and digital skills. We're talking about one of the largest reskilling and upskilling programs within the EU. Third axis has to do with focusing on VET, vocational education and training. We go and detect specialties that are in need in the actual labor market. We offer these specialties through our vet schools, through a dual system, in the morning practical training, in the afternoon actual courses. Within 2 years, these individuals are fully employable and in great demand, I would say, in the labor market. Fourth axis has to do with a labor market detection mechanism. We actually record the actual needs of the labor market, both real-time, short-term, long-term. We look at international trends, and that's how we decide what specialties to offer through our vet schools, and also what areas to focus on in our reskilling and upskilling programs. The fifth axis, one that the President asked me to mention, is an effort we're undertaking to bring back many of those Greeks who left the country, mostly during the financial crisis. We have roughly 680,000 Greeks that left the country during those difficult times in quest of better job opportunities. 420,000 of those have returned. This falls within the scope of an effort that the Ministry of Labor is undertaking, going to various cities of the world where many Greeks are actually actively working there, We go together with some of the largest Greek companies that are offering very attractive packages. We offer important incentives, tax incentives, and others. Our next venture is going to be in a couple of weeks in New York City on December the 7th. This is our 5th event during which we try to attract back all those great minds that left Greece during the financial crisis. So this is, I would say, a strategic plan aimed at fostering even more and enhancing employment even more. We're touching upon what we call the hardcore unemployment. We're reaching a point where it's becoming increasingly difficult to penetrate even more. In the sense that it's easier, I think, to lower unemployment from 20% to 18% compared to from 10% to 8%. That being said, we will continue with this strategy that has led to a 10% decrease of unemployment, aiming at an even further, I would say, decrease of unemployment. In closing, I would say there's no doubt that we live in turbulent times, times that bring both significant challenges and remarkable opportunities. Yet it is precisely in such moments that cooperation and shared vision, Mr. Ambassador, matter the most. With our common efforts, our shared values, our collective determination to build a bright future, we can create societies that are more resilient, more innovative, more inclusive, societies that turn uncertainty into progress and opportunity into prosperity for all. I would like to congratulate the Hellenic Swedish Chamber of Commerce for organizing today's forum and for its consistent dedication as one of the most active chambers in promoting Greek-Swedish trade relations and business cooperation. I wish every success to the 10th Business Forum. Thank you very much.